Aye, that's us out again. It's been a while. I'm up at Loch Katrine today, hoping to do a bit of a hammock camp. Determined to get the underblanket sorted properly. I've not actually done it correctly as yet, so get that mastered today hopefully. And also going to be trying out my new Packraft. I've upgraded from the wee Inuit 100, PR 100. So we'll have a look at the new Packraft in a bit as well. What else are we going to do today? Oh, I made a new windbreak out of a pie dish for my Trangia burner, so we'll have a wee look at that later on as well. The midges are pretty bad here. There's not much wind, which is good for the paddling, but bad for the midges. And guess what? I couldn't find my midge in it this morning, so fingers crossed they're not going to be so bad once we get to camp. Hopefully it's a bit more open than it is here where I'm putting in. I'll give you a wee look at where I'm putting in. It's away from the busy Trossachs pier, and I managed to avoid the £15 parking charge as well, so I got parked just off a wee road, so fingers crossed the car will still be there in the morning. So anyway, I'm going to get this Packraft blown up. I'll speak to you then. Right, well, that's us on the water now. Just heading out of that little bay I set off from. Dead ahead you can see Ellen's Isle. I mentioned it in the video last time I was on Loch Katrine. Again, I'm not going to be visiting that today. We're heading across to the other side of the loch. See if we can't find a decent hammock camp. So that's us out of the bay there. And just dead ahead there you can see the opposite side of the loch, and that's where I'm aiming to get to, and then I'll hug the shoreline up there until I find the place that I'm hoping to camp at. Give me a wee 360. Ben Ann, dead ahead up there. I'm conscious that watching a video with somebody paddling gets a bit boring, so I'll speak to you in a bit once we're across the other side. There's one of the boats that takes the tourists on trips up and down the loch. The last video when I was here at Loch Katrine, it was December, just before Christmas, and it was a Christmas cruise, so it's not a Christmas cruise today. Yeah, that's the Sir Walter Scott. There's another cruiser coming down, so heavy traffic on the loch today. So we're fully across the other side now. Been on the go for what? Just about half an hour. A bit of rain on now. Not too heavy. Don't know if you can see there, I've got a spray deck on this Packraft, which is keeping me nice and dry and protected from the rain, and also the splashes from the paddle. Well, that's me been on the go for about 3/4 of an hour, and I don't know if you can make out the wee beach up ahead. That's I think what I'm aiming for, from my memory from the last trip, but we'll have a wee look at it. Aye, this is This is the one I spotted when I was here last winter. Looks a bit different with all the greenery. But aye, let's pull up here. Aye, I think this is a pretty decent spot. Pulled in here just on this wee shingle beach. Don't know if you can make it out, the cruiser's going back up the loch there. Aye, so there's this shingle beach here. And up in there there's some decent looking trees for hammocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decamp the boat and see if I can get the hammock up and running up on the hill. So I'm more or less set up now. Got my wee chair on the go there, just listening to football, having a beer. We'll go up to where the hammock and stuff's set up, show you how far I am away from the shoreline there. Just a wee walk through the bracken. There we are. There's the boat, taking that away from the shoreline. Doesn't blow away, float away. There's the tarp and hammock set up. I haven't actually put the hammock up fully yet, it's still in its sleeve. Gone for a bit of a diamond configuration with the tarp. Tracker sitch on the ridgeline. The ridgeline's going underneath the tarp just so I can hang stuff off it, like the wee radio there and the lantern. And I've got the front end of the tarp elevated just to let a breeze through, because the midges were hoorah bad when I was setting up, but there's more of a breeze now, so that's not so bad. Yeah, using the tarp pole there. Got the usual mini well water filter set up, a few beers and a dram there. So what I'm needing to do is get this hammock set up and get that under blanket sorted out, because it's something I've not really been able to do properly as yet. Well, not to my liking, but that'll be remedied by this evening. I've got the Aldi sleeping bag and the DD Underblanket. That's going to be my sleep system tonight. And not a bad view out onto the loch. But I'm going to head back down now, get a beer and see what's happening with the football. Take that radio back down. Aye, so my old phone died. Started doing all this mad ghost pressing on the screen, so that was no use at all. So I had to upgrade my phone. Wasn't too happy about it. I was happy enough with the iPhone 10, but this is the iPhone 14, and what it's got is satellite connection, which is, I'm hoping, is going to stop the need for me getting a Garmin InReach. So what it does is, if there's no phone signal, you can contact like an Apple emergency centre, who will then inform the emergency services if needs be, and they'll hopefully rescue you. So I'm doing a bit of a test here. Let's see if I can find some satellites. Hopefully it'll not take too long. So you just move until you get that satellite in the range, and there we go. It's now picking up satellites. And then what it'll let you do is send messages, and they can respond to you. So obviously it'll have all your medical data and your contact data. Aye, quite funky. So I was considering getting a Garmin InReach, but I don't think I need to now. I've come to put on the underblanket and whatnot, get the sleeping bag and that in, and we've just had a wee bit of rain. You can probably hear it on the tarp above me, but I'll give you a wee spin round. Fully covered, I'm not getting wet at all. Had to do a quick mad dash down to get the chair and that off the beach, but it's not heavy rain. Hopefully it'll just be a wee passing shower, but you can see the hammocks set up there. It's the DD travel hammock bivvy, and the tarp is the DD 3x3 multicam. Aye, that rain's coming on a wee bit now, so just gonna have a wee sit down, chill out, perchance a wee beer as well, and wait for this shower to pass. Still dry, all good. Right, there we have it. The hammock is up and the underblanket is on. I've sussed it, thank goodness. Midges are getting bad again, so I'm going to make this quick. So the two end bits, clip them onto a carabiner and clip them onto that end right next to the hammock, and cinch that up at the end, but do that at the end. So these tie out points here, what to do is clip a carabiner actually onto the hammock itself, and the bit that comes off it, off the actual underblanket, tie that to the carabiner and use that as your adjustment. So just pull it tight in using the cord rather than the carabiner. Just leave the carabiner on the hammock if you want. Cinch it up in the middle, and same applies here. It's just like leave the carabiner on the hammock and the shock cord attached to the underblanket, and tighten the cord onto the carabiner onto the hammock, and then cinch it up at the end here as well, and they're connected to the end of the hammock there. So that seems to work. Obviously same on the other side, and it's fully adjustable, so you can loosen bits and bobs and slide the underblanket if you want it further up towards the head end or more to the foot end. But yeah, all good, delighted, that's that sorted. Aye, so I mentioned that I made a bit of a windshield and holder from a Trangia burner out of a pie dish. Well, there it is in all its glory, working a treat. I'll come round to the side, just cut a bit out at the front. I don't know if you can see that. Had to do that because it wasn't getting enough oxygen with just the pie dish complete. So yeah, I cut that bit out at the front. Dead easy. You can get them, you know, relatively easy. You can get them online, Amazon. I picked this one up in a hardware store in Bewley. So yeah, all good. I'll pull this off so you can see the crack. Oh, steamy windows. There you go. Happy days. There's a few midges about. Firing a wee bit of light into them. They're keen. I think we'll have to retire into the hammock, into the bug net. That's me up and about now. Got up about 6:30. It's fairly overcast, wee bit of blue sky above the loch. The loch's fairly calm looking. Slept absolutely fine, no hassle. I'll give you a wee look at the setup again just before I pack it away. So there's the boat, it's survived overnight, and there's the hammock setup. You can see the diamond configuration that I set it up with. There's the underblanket. Worked absolutely perfect. Was warm all night. That's the wee chair there. Got the kettle on. Inside I was just using the Lidl Rock Trail sleeping bag, kept me warm enough, and the Tricology pillow, and this is essential, well for me certainly anyway, in a hammock, because keep things organised, place to put things, because I've found that if you drop anything while you're in a hammock at night, good luck getting it back. But anyway, can have a coffee and a bit of porridge, then head out onto the loch. That's the hammock and tarp down now, leaving no trace as always. Strung between that tree, there's the bag all packed up, and that tree, and there's the boat over there just ready to take down to the water. So I've put a wee bit more air in the boat, just top it up from overnight, and I'm just going to load up the bag and whatnot onto the boat. But before I do, I'll give you a quick look at the boat. We'll look at this one and the wee PR100 in a bit more depth and detail later on. My pal Gav's going to be coming down from Inverness in a couple of weeks, and we'll head out somewhere for a bit of a paddle camp so we can compare the two rafts and enjoy a wee paddle camp. But anyway, I'll show you the boat now. Aye, so here's the new Packraft. It's the Anfibio Rebel 2K. 2K being the weight of it. It's about 2 kilos. So it's quite similar in size to the Packraft that I've got, the wee PR100. This raft's a wee bit longer, but the most obvious difference is this spray deck. It's can be folded back, and you just obviously sit in there and you can tie this around you. It certainly helped. It was raining on the way over here yesterday, so you can pull it back, and there's a wee zip here. Sorry for the shoddy filming. And it rolls up tidily to the side. I'll show you that now. Aye, so that's the boat with the spray deck fully opened. You can see it tidies away nicely with these little clips on both sides. That's it fully unzipped. Like I say, we'll look at it a bit more in depth when Gav comes down. We'll compare this raft to the wee PR100. But anyway, I'm going to get this bag on now. So there's not much wind to speak of. Didn't really need to take this today. Knew it wasn't going to be bad, but I kind of set my limit to if it's 15 miles an hour or more in there's a headwind in the wrong direction, what I'm aiming for, then I don't bother, because I'll just be going backwards. Yeah, so just over 4 miles an hour. Yeah, the Rebel 2K's also got the option for this removable skeg that you can see at the back there. That'll just help with tracking straight in the water, and hopefully give you a bit more speed. Obviously only for use in deeper water. Another wee thing I got, I've actually got these from TEMU or TEMU or whatever it's called, that Chinese site that everyone seems to be ordering stuff from at the moment. Basically they're waterproof boot covers. I usually use wellies in the winter and that if I'm not wanting to get my feet wet and it's cold. I tried these on the way out and they definitely worked. They could do with being a wee bit taller maybe, but it gets you out deep enough to get into the boat from the shore. So yeah, I'll show you them on. Aye, so here they are. I mean, they're not the most amazing looking things. Look a bit ridiculous, but they keep your feet dry, and that's the main thing. I say, I'm not going to win any fashion awards. I don't think I would anyway, but quite funky. Do the job. Right, well that's the wee shingle beach I was staying at. Cracking spot for a hammock camp. You could probably get 4 or 5 hammocks up. There's good trees up there. So hopefully come back at some point. Anyway, onwards. It should be about an hour's paddle back. That's me made it back to shore. Going directly across the loch. Chopped a fair bit of time off. It only took me about half an hour, 35 minutes, something like that. The boots work fine. I've still got dry feet and I'm on dry land, so that's a good move. Thank you, TEMU. I'm just going to get the boat unpacked now and then head back for the car.